and she got the standard enchiladas.
Bon appetit.
Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. Bon appetit. Isn't that supposed to be in Mexican? That's like French. You can see the full overcast. Oh, there's a spot. You see the blue in the center of the camera? Oh, it's gone. But the banana chips.
You said nachos.
Banana nachos? You see the difference in the mountains between the Quito mountains when we do those and the Cuenca mountains. The Cuenca mountains are a little more docile. Oh, it turned green. Oh, 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 oh. Two-for-one pizza on Wednesdays. Dog supermarket. So you can tell your little doggy he won't starve. In case he doesn't want to come to Ecuador, you know how it is. He or she. I'm not going to Ecuador, roof. Well, look, you won't starve.
Now, if you want to eat something other than almuerzo.
This is new. This is like a, well, I say new. I think it's been here a while. It's a sec. Prague. $5 and $6 on special. Looks like a pretty clean place. So you can spend whatever you want on lunch. The $2.50 thing, that's you know, that's almuerzo. But as I was saying earlier, you can now get Indian almuerzo, Peruvian almuerzo, which makes it kind of cool. Colombian almuerzo. What do we have here? A Mexican restaurant. Oh my gosh. This is the one. They don't open till 12:30 though.
It is 12:30.
We haven't had any good Mexican food here in 6 years in Cuenca. I think it's time to have some good Mexican food.
I think it's a bit chilly today to eat outside. So,
well, I don't know. Did you guys see that video? The best paradise on earth? Mexican food and Italian food.
Buenos dias.
So we're experiencing paradise today, as we understand it.
We're experiencing
Hey, doggy.
a little bit of Mexican culture in Ecuador.
There's the guard dog.
He's not guarding too much.
He's out of character for a schnauzer. I used to own a schnauzer. Okay.
They are gonna let us in.
Okay, we got in. Excellent. Oh, here comes the ferocious. Hey, he's wagging his tail. He's all right. King of burritos. Let's do it. I see the cactuses already. Well done, guys. Where do you want to sit, hon? Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Se puede comer? Ah, buenísimo.
That looks good. All those different sauces.
Standard chips with avocado dip, which I won't be partaking in. Go ahead, Angie.
I have a lot of food to eat today.
You are.
Well, the guac is good.
And she's almost polished it off. Doing a good job. Angie? I really miss Booths. B-O-O-T-H-E-S. It's a nice chair as far as that goes. Yeah, the first booths I ever sat in. Do you remember the first booths you ever sat in?
No.
I remember clearly the first booth I ever sat in because I was a child, and I was just come to America, and it was in California, and it was that very same restaurant in the show The Rockford Files, where he's in Southern California and he goes in that coffee shop, and it's got the red booths, big circle, just all the way around booths. And I remember that experience distinctly from when I was like 10 years old. And it was really nice to see those booths again in the Rockford Files when we were watching that a couple of months ago.
Wasn't that a beachfront cafe? Yeah.
It's on the highway, the beach highway over in California. I don't know what it's 101, I think. But I don't know if that coffee shop is still there or not, but that was my first experience with booths and American coffee shops, and I was sold. Ah, there's my soup.
Wow.
Amazing soup. That is nice and big.
Wow.
Big
Now, is
soup.
that chicken?
Oh yeah, it's chicken.
Okay. It looks really good.
And I had them add avocado to it. Well, that was nice of them to do it.
Yeah. For the soup?
For the soup?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Your enchiladas.
What's in here for the soup? Oh, yeah.
And she got the standard enchiladas.
Bon appetit.
Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. Bon appetit. Isn't that supposed to be in Mexican? That's like French. All right, you can have my tortillas, hon.
Okay.
No argument there. Don't have to twist her arm.
Look at all the sauces I get. Oh, you have my spoon for the sauce.
Here you go. And yes, I'd rather be having that, but we won't talk about it.
You know that I'm your palate. I'll tell you if it's good or not.
The chicken is cut in such a way that it looks like noodles, and it looks like chicken noodle soup, but it's not. It's all chicken. All of these spaghetti looking, it's chicken.
Mine's chicken enchiladas.
And it's chicken, yeah, chicken enchiladas. Yeah, I really like avocados. I always bring extra with me. Back when we used to live in the Rio Grande, Texas, you could go to the grocery store and get avocados for 10 cents each. And I was so busy with my avocados. She's way ahead of me. Must have been good, eh?
They were pretty good enchiladas. I think that, you know, in the olden days, I'm talking about when we used to go out for Mexican food all the time in the 90s, I think they used to give you a lot more food than they do nowadays. But it could be just because we're in Ecuador. Because it was like it looked like a big plate, but it was just 4 little enchiladas about this big, and then they had some sauce and cheese on them. The sauce and cheese was good though.
Could you eat 4 more?
No, I'm full because I had all the chips.
Oh, the chips,
And I
yeah.
had a bunch of the sauces and stuff like that.
And I don't know why no one's in here. It's lunchtime by Ecuadorian standards, but it is American priced. I mean, it's $7.50 to $10. Might have something to do with it, but it's nice. And it's really nice outside, but it's not the day for that. Not too much anyway.
I'm cold.
She's cold. But they've got some really interesting seating here. Definitely looks softer than inside. with the cushions. And the whole bill was $13, including the tip. Not too bad for American atmosphere. And of course, when I say American, I mean North American. Pretty heavy-duty looking clouds. Looks like it could come down any moment.